Hi there, Mark here again. Got Rob on the camera.
Hello all.
And Rob, I'm excited today because I've got this new special edition from MJX-RC. It's the Hypergo 14301.
Wow.
And this is the black special edition.
Cool.
And it says that it's an all-road car. They're calling it
Right.
an all-road street basher. But there's quite a few little extra bits and bobs in the box, and this has got a wicked specification. And so without any further ado, let's get it out of the box and see what we've got.
Lob it out, son.
So it is then, and I've got to say, it's a really nice looking truck, and it does look a little bit like an Armour, but we won't go into that. Yeah, I like the design of the body. I like the fact that it's all black special. There's a bunch of LEDs on there. We've got some road tyres, and there's a hefty weight in this, and I've got to admit I have weighed it before we got it onto the table, and it weighs just over 1 kilogram, and that's with the battery in it. So for a 114th, that's got some weight in it, Rob.
Just a bit, mate.
How that's going to affect the handling, I don't know. I've seen a couple of these going, so I don't think it will affect it too much. But as you can see, there are a few other bits and bobs in the box, and as I said, it's an all-road car. You can see we've got 2 extra sets of tyres. So these here, you can probably see that, Rob. They're kind of rally blocks, and they're quite a hard construction, I've got to say. Obviously for use more off-road. And then we've got a full set of shiny new drift wheels.
Wow.
With the 2S battery in it and all that power from the brushless motor, should be a bit of a handful with those on, but we'll find out, won't we? You also get a spare set of springs. It says they're harder springs. A spare set of body clips, always useful. Got some screws and another spring. I think that's probably for the servo saver. Do you think, Rob, maybe?
I would say so, yeah,
I think
mate.
that's what it's for anyway. You get your USB charger for your battery, 2S 2000 mAh included, and you've got yourself your little screwdriver and a box wrench. So what I think we should do, Rob, we're taking the body pins off. Let's get this off and have a look at the spec.
Right.
So here we go then, Rob. First thing we've noticed is it's got this dust protector over the chassis. I do like that. There's some big holes in it, aren't there?
Just a bit, mate.
But I think, as you can see, one of the features of this car, it's got a gyro. So that's pretty cool, dude. So that should help when drifting, and you can turn that down from 0 all the way up to 100%. So that's cool. And the other reason you need this hole here is you've got that connector there for the LEDs in the body.
Right.
We'll show you those later. Also you've got 2 fans, which is unusual. We've got one on the motor and one on the ESC, 45 amp ESC. Let's get this cover off and have a look. Okay, Rob, so we can see inside now better. We've got your 3700 kV brushless motor. It's uncensored. You've got your 45 amp ESC, as I said. You've got your on off button there. You've got your receiver and your gyro with the adjustments in the middle there. You can easily turn that round. Yeah, that's nice and easy to get to. You've got this T connector. We thought it was a different connector, didn't we? A Dean's, but it is a Dean's with this nice casing over it, so it's quite easy to plug in and out. I like that. And as I said, it's a 2000 mAh 2S 25C battery.
What's that big red thing, dude?
Just look at the size of that, dude. That is an enormous top brace, and like I said, it's an aluminium chassis.
Wow.
Crosshead screws, but I've got to say, it is one of the most rigid chassis I've ever encountered. Yeah, that's incredible. Probably why it weighs so much, rather, I think, with all that metal in it. So you've got your straps for the battery. It's got a metal prop shaft. It's got metal gears throughout. It's got metal differentials, and I don't know if you can see in here, guys. Look at that, Rob. Can you get that?
Try and zoom in, don't move it.
Look at the size of those dog bones. Well, actually, they're CVA, constant velocity joints, aren't they?
Wow.
But I've seen thinner ones than that, 1/10. So this thing is really beefy. You've got your alloy capped shocks. It is a plastic body, but it's alloy capped, fully adjustable for preload. It looks like we've got 4mm axles on this. It's got the standard 5mm hex nuts that hold on there. So yeah, those are real beefy axles on this as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Double wishbone suspension. We've got metal hinge pins, which is always a bonus. We've got adjustable steering tie rods, but you can't adjust the geometry of the suspension. That's fixed. And we've got a nice bumper up the front. It's nice and solid. Kind of a splitter there at the front of the knob. And then you've got this diffuser at the back, and I've got to say these as well are really beefy, and we just put the body on quickly, you can see that they do extend just past the body.
Yeah.
And again at the back, so that they're going to protect the body quite well. And also we've got these kind of skid bars, haven't we, on the top?
Yeah.
I think I'm probably going to be using them the way with my driving, dude. And I reckon this is going to be pretty fast. So there you go. Right, so this is the controller. It's pretty basic, really. There's only a few functions. You've got your on-off switch here, but you can set it, look, to 70% and 100% power, which is cool. We've got a steering trim there on the side, and we've got an extra third channel there, which is for the lights.
Right.
So if I just turn this on, they usually come powered up, don't they, Rob?
They do.
The batteries usually come charged.
Just a bit of power.
Yeah. Well then, Rob, so we see the gyro works. I think I got it turned to 100%. So, oh, yeah, that definitely works well, doesn't it?
Definitely
so
working.
I'm interested. I've never driven a car with a gyro before, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. Turn it right down. Yeah. So look, you can turn it off as well, and the wheel speed's pretty quick. And it's not too noisy considering it's all metal gears, is it? They're normally quite graunchy, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at the lights, Rob.
Right.
Okay then, dude, can you see that? It's a bit flashy there, it looks like
just a bit.
Looks like a police car. I don't know what's going on there. Let's have a look. Can I switch them on and off? We've got even more lights flashing now. So you've got that mode, and thankfully I can turn them off.
Wow.
It might be a bit of fun in the dusk or a darker evening, but I think most of the time I'll leave that off. Anyway, so there you go, there's the car. Looks like it's going to be a bit of fun. And I just want to say a big thank you to MJX-RC, because in addition to that standard battery, they've also sent me a 3000 mAh 25C 2S, so that should give us quite a bit more runtime.
Yeah.
And for a bit of fun, Rob, and a speed test, they've sent 2000 mAh 25C 3S.
Wow.
So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to get this all together now. We're going to take it out with the different sets of wheels, get the speed meter on it, test it on 2S and 3S, and have a bit of fun with this.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it, Rob. Okay then, so we've come to the car park where we're going to give it a speed test. We've got the 2S battery in. You can see we've got a speed meter on 0 there. Okay, so I've got the gyro turned up, Rob, hopefully that will help.
Yeah.
Just might have to get it trimmed in first, but I'll just give it a shot. Straight as an arrow, mate.
It is. Can't zoom in very far though.
Flat out. Cab coming in. Let's have a look what we got. Yeah, that's reasonable, that is. Can you see that, dude?
26.
26, mate. That's not bad, is it? It's on a 2S. For a 1/14 scale, you can see the gyro was doing its job. I'm impressed with that. Straight as an arrow. Let's stick the 3S in.
Go on then,
Should be a bit of fun. You were off on the last one a little bit. What's your guess for now?
30.
You reckon 30? Fingers crossed then, let's see. Oh, bloody hell, Rob. It's a different beast now.
Just a bit.
Okay, here we go.
I can't keep up with it, mate.
The brakes work well.
Good.
Straight as an arrow though, isn't it?
It is. Not that I can see it. Right.
Whoa, takes a while to stop at that speed. Let's see how close you were then, Rob. Oh my gosh, I can see the speed, dude. Oh my god, that is amazing.
Yeah, I can't see
It's 41 miles an hour, dude.
Blooming heck.
Bloody hell, that's fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. This thing really motors. You need 3S though to make the most out of it, don't you, Rob?
You do, yeah.
Let's go and see what she'll do on the pavement, drifting and maybe off-road as well.
All right then, dude.
Let's go and have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the standard tyres on, the gyro's off. We're on 2S. Let's give it a go on some tarmac, Rob.
Cool.
job, it's got them scuff bars on the top.
Yeah.
Hard to control, I've got to say.
Virtually impossible to follow.
Oh yeah, straight away, mate. I look almost like an expert.
Yeah,
I can't even drift. Look at that. Okay, and finally we'll just test it with these hard rally block tyres.
Right.
And yeah, I'll leave the gyro. I think this might be the sweet spot for it in terms of grip and handling. Yep. So here we are then, back from the run, and I've got to say this thing took a lot of bashing and it's still in one piece. And following other Hypergo cars that I've tried, I knew this was going to be fun, but I didn't expect it to be just as much fun as it was. I've got to say it was better than expected. And I think that's because it's kind of three cars in one really. With the road tyres on, it's brilliant on the road. It handles a bit of off-road as well. Takes all the rough in its stride, and with those drift wheels fitted, well, although I'm rubbish at drifting really, even made me look like a bit of an expert. So even with the road tyres fitted, you can get a bit of drift going on, but like I say, with those hard drift wheels fitted, it's a totally different machine and a hell of a lot of fun. So it took a lot more abuse than you actually saw in the footage I put up. As you can see, there's a few scuffs on it, but overall the chassis held up well, it's solid as rock. The body is really strong. There's a few scuffs on it, but overall it still looks in great condition. So yeah, thumbs up Hypergo for the quality of this little basher. They're a bit hard to get hold of when they first came out, but I think they're much more easily available now. I checked and you can get them on eBay in the UK. They're selling them on Amazon. You can get them from AliExpress and I think Banggood. Not sure about that, but I'm sure if you just type in Hypergo 14301, you'll get lots of results from a search. It's not the cheapest ready to run 1/14th out there, but I've got to say I think it's definitely worth the money because the quality's up there and the performance, like you saw with the 3S battery, over 40 mile an hour is quite amazing. So do I recommend it? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Absolutely, I really do. I think if you're in the market for an RC car that can tackle all sorts of terrain, do a bit of drifting and go lightning fast as well, then this is the one for you. So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye.